Okay, children, welcome back to the lesson body movements. Just you may adjust with this arrangement. In next session, I am not going to repeat like this. So, first of all, I'm very sorry to conduct the class like this, but whatever it may be, we require subject. So, keep concentrate on the subject, right? Thank you. Now, body movements. So, here, body movements already we are discussed about the skeletal system and whatever the things that are present in the skeletal system we completed, and now freshly we are going to start body movements of other animals. Let us see in other animals means how do they move, right? So crawling animal, like first one, cockroach. The first one is cockroach. I think your favorite insect it is, right? So here, cockroach. In case of cockroach, the body of the cockroach, it is covered with skeleton. It is covered with skeleton, right? So here it is called exoskeleton. The skeleton of the cockroach is called exoskeleton, right? Why it is called exoskeleton? Because the skeleton of the cockroach, it is present outside the body. The skeleton of the cockroach, it is present outside the body. Are you getting or not? In our body, the skeleton is arranged inside, so it is endoskeleton in case of us, whereas in case of cockroach, the skeleton is present outer side, so it is called exoskeleton. Cockroach skeleton is called exoskeleton, right? So this exoskeleton, it is a outer hard covering layer, and it protects the inner soft organs. It protects inner soft organs, right? So here, cockroach, when you observe the cockroach from the below, right? When you observe the cockroach, there are three pairs of legs. And here these legs, they are arranged in tube-like manner. They are arranged in tube-like manner for the proper crawling on the crawling on the ground, right? So here, when it can able to move the legs, so that's why they are called arthropoda. They have joints in the legs. But they don't have backbone. But they have joints in the legs, so they are called arthropoda, right? So here, with the help of these jointed legs, they can able to crawl on the ground, right? So here, the legs of the cockroach, they are attached in the muscles that are present in the body sides of the cockroach. So here also you could able to find the flexor and extensor. What are these? Flexor and extensor. Flexor can contract the muscle, extensor can release the muscle. So with the help of flexor and extensor muscles, the legs of the cockroach we can able to move. So by using this strong flexor and extensor muscle that is present at the sides of or at the point of the beginning of legs, it can able to move its legs and it crawl very fastly on the ground. And as well as they have wings. Cockroach have wings. With the help of these wings, means their flying muscles are there. Like bird, here it contains flying muscles. To that muscles, the wings are attached, and by using these two wings, it can able to even fly in the air. Means it can able to fly, and as well as it can able to walk. It flies in the air and walk on the ground. So this is the speciality of cockroach, right? So this is the body movement of cockroach with the help of flexor and extensor that is present at the sides of the muzzle. It helps the cockroach to move the legs, right? And as well as wings also attached to the strong flying muscles so that it can able to fly in the air, right? So this is about movement in the cockroach. Let us see movement in the water animals, right? So as a part of this, we could take the example of fish, water animal, right? Fish is the best example, right? Fish can able to travel in the water. It can able to move freely in the water, right? Let us see how do it moves. What is the main main what you call main mechanism is there behind the movement of the fish, right? Say fish is a water animal and it has to endure the pressure of water, so its body is streamlined. Its body is streamlined. First one, why fish can able to swim in the water easily? Because its body is streamlined. What is meant by streamlined? Streamlined is nothing but at the ends they are narrow, at the ends they are narrow, and in the middle they are wide. In the middle they are wide, at the ends they are narrow. This shape is called streamlined shape. This shape is called streamlined shape. Let us see the fish. So here it is the fish. Here are the eyes and these are gills, right? And these are called fins. Fish have fins to swim, right? So here this is the streamlined body. See, here it is narrow, here it is narrow, and the middle one is broad. The middle shape is broad. This is what called what do you call streamlined body. Streamlined body. And next, it has fins. It has fins to travel. So luckily the fish have fins. These are the body fins, and here it is tail fin. Even tail also contain fins. Tail also contain fins, right? So here with the help of fins of the body and tail, it can able to move side by side and as well as forward. Side by side and forward, right? And next, it have strong muscles. It have strong muscles. So along the axis, central axis of the fish, there is arrangement of strong muscles. There is arrangement of strong muscles. Here it have backbone, right? The entire skeleton of the fish is made up of cartilage. Cartilage means smooth bone. Already we discussed. So it is made up of smooth bone, and to that smooth bone the strong muscles are attached, right? So here it have streamlined body, it have fins, and it have strong muscles, right? So by taking help of these things, the fish can able to move from one place to another place. So let us see how do a fish move in the water, right? So now assume it is right side and it is left side. So for example, right? So now if it want to move, if the fish want to move left side, if the fish want to move left side, then the muscles present on the right side, they get contracted. They get contracted and they moves the fish body towards the right. Towards the right. The body moves right side when left muscles are contracted. When left muscles are contracted. Now guess what happens if it want to move right side? Very good. Definitely the left side muscles, when they get contracted, contracted, then automatically fish is going to move, right? It moves right. Now this side of muscles will contract to move the body right side. If it want to move left side, then right muscles will contract. If you want to move right side, then left muscles will contract. And as well as here the fins presented the body and as well as tail. Here when it moves the tail, it is going to push the water side by side and backward. The side by side movement, it allows to cross through the water stream, and this backward push of the tail fin moves the fish forward. Whenever it pushes the water downside, the body moves forward, right? So backward push makes the fish to move forward. Like this, a fish can able to move in the water happily, and you can able to see the movement really by taking fish in the water. Easily you could able to see how it shows the movement in the water. So this is about movement of the fish in the water, right? Very beautiful movement, and its body is streamlined, fins are present, and muscles are very strong to move the body right to left, left to right, front to back, back to front, right? In this manner, fish can able to move its body from one place to another place when it is living in the water, right? So thank you. If you have any doubts, ask me. I am ready to clarify your doubts. Thank you.